Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen, and welcome in the Belgian forest on this rainy day. And I am a dragon witch as well, and the chance is high that you are one too, my brother or sister, and that you have a dragon by your side. In this case, for this video, I brought my Book of Dragon Shadows with me. A Book of Dragon Shadows is a compilation of everything that happened to me inside of my Dragon's Path. I wanted to remember it on the recommendation of my mentor. My mentor was a witch that was home in many places, also with dragons. She was the only one to this day that could see my dragon and even describe my dragon. So she said, you don't need a book that was already written because your path is not yet been made. So you have to make your own book and it will help you in the future. And she was right. I have this, it's not really a book, it's more like a compilation of papers that I wrote everything down of what happened on my dragon's path, such as dreams, visions, thoughts, emotions, things that happened in my life, and also everything, also drawings that I made. So of course everything that this book has is very special to you, and that is my recommendation to you, my brothers and sisters. Also make your Book of Dragon Shadows, because it can help you in the future. No one else knows your dragon but you. No one else knows the place where you have to go but you and your dragon. It's you and your dragon alone, and you have to go to a place where no one else has gone before, because that is what a dragon is. The dragon doesn't take a path, the dragon creates a path. And that is also what you have to do, create your own path. It's not comparable to any kind of different path. You know, in religion, it's a straight path. You have to go there or else. No, where you go is no path, but you create it together alongside with your dragon, and that is very interesting. So for this case, I brought my Book of Dragon Shadows because I have to discuss something, because I thought that I wasn't telling enough, because I analyzed this when I was adult, but this was actually one of the greatest mysteries in my life that I wanted to analyze a lot, because I know that the dragon has something to do with this. The dragon is always there, always, ever since your birth. Your dragon is there. They are your guardian angels, your angels that was sent by the Dragon God. The Dragon God is also a connection with you, but it's your dragon, your guardian angel. You can see your guardian dragon that is by your side. My dragon is always by my side, always has been. But it was always that only when I was 18 years old that I could see it. But there was a moment that I thought that as I was a baby or a child, that I also could see the dragon, but I simply forgot it. But I always loved dragons for that reason, because I always felt safe. I always felt safe when there is a dragon plush next to me or a dragon image next to me. Everyone says the dragon is a monster, but I don't think so. The dragon was more like a parent. The dragon was a guardian. The dragon was a protector. Dragons always protect. They never attack. They always protect, and they certainly protect those that they love, the ones that they have, that they hold dear. That is what your dragon is. Your dragon is there because they love you. Your dragon is not there because they are a monster, and that is so bad that people say this. The dragon is there because they love you, and because your soul is very, very special. So I wanted to analyze this, my brothers and sisters. I have my Book of Dragon Shadows. It's like I said, it's more like a compilation of papers, but it's more like very important to have in the future. So when I was, I have to recall this, you know. When I was 2 years old, I had a brain disease, a very, very high brain disease. So much so that for a lot of weeks I had such a dangerous high fever when I was 2 years old that my parents and all my family gave up on me. I was going to die, certainly. Also the doctor said there is little hope for me to survive this. Such a high pressure and also brain disease. I was crying all the time. I couldn't even eat or anything else. This is what I said. That is a thing, you know. If you only have to hear it from your parents or only have to hear it from your family, you have to analyze this. That is also something that you can write down on your Book of Dragon Shadows. Something that happened to you as a child or a baby or whatever. So I was in such a high fever. But that was strange. There was only one person that was allowed inside of that hospital room, and that was me. My dad said that was me. Of course, you had more connection with your mom, even though I was the only one that was allowed from you. You started to scream and to shout whenever there was someone else in the room but me. After all, that is something that I can analyze. My dad eventually is the only one in my life that took care that my life went well. He took care that I had a job. He took care that I had a home. He took care that I could survive. He took care of my life, actually, not my mom. My mom went away, even though I had more connection with her when I was a child, but she broke my heart into a lot of pieces. And I thought, I think I analyzed this, that it was because my dad meant a lot more in this life. In this life, I survived because of him. So he was actually much more the one that should be by my side, even though I didn't know that. But that is what I could see when your life is in danger, when your life is at stake. In this case, your dragon will do everything to make you survive it, to let you survive it. And that is what I can take care of it. What I can analyze from this is that actually, when I was going to die, a spirit, that is what I could analyze is my draconic spirit took over at that moment. And I was not this Tim Heijen that was just a human. Not anymore. Not this baby that was struggling to survive was not anymore just a human being, even though the shell looked like it. But when your life is in danger, when your life is at stake, when you have such a disease that you are going to die, your draconic energy will take over to let you survive it. Because my dad said that I was always grabbing something just the moment before you were cured. Like someone or something was in front of you and you always wanted to grab it. You made sounds that you loved it, even though you still had fever, high fever. You wanted to grab it. You loved something that was just in front of you, he said. And that was strange. There was nothing in front of you. I was going into the scanner when I came out of it. I was cured, healed. And it was like that is a thing, when your draconic energy takes over, your eyes as well becomes draconic. So what I can analyze it, I saw my dragon. I saw my guardian dragon just before me, wanting me to survive it. That is what my dragon also said, and that is also something that I quoted in my book of Dragon Shadows. My dragon always said, your story has to be told, your story needs to be told on the other side. And that is what I can, of course, when you say something like this, it's ridiculous. It's something non-existent. You make this up. Well, actually, no. I'm very skeptic. I used to be atheist. All of these things is just something that I have to realize. It's something that comes to me inside of my life. It's not something that I've chosen to do. It's not something that let me take this path. No, the dragon came to me. It's not that I came to the dragon. That is what people do. People just go to Jesus. The dragon came to me, and I didn't came to the dragon. And that is something that I did do. I accepted this. I accepted the dragon, but I accept much more. When I was in such a high fever, that I could understand now, a soul of the dragon is a true fire. The soul of the dragon is eternity. A soul of the dragon is that of Fafnir. Fafnir was born like you and me, just like a human, but his soul was eternal and his soul was that of the dragon. When his body was killed by Siegfried, he became the fire in itself, and people saw it as fire, the fire dragon Fafnir. But his soul was now actually the fire in itself. And the fire of every dragon is actually the soul of the dragon. And that is eternal. And that is what I thought, that I analyzed, that was actually with me. I was not allowed to die on that day. Not allowed. Because I needed to tell my story. And my guardian dragon by my side was the one that took care that my draconic energy took over. Because he holds me. He helped me. That is what I analyze it. Of course, can I say this with certainty? Somewhere, yes. Somewhere I can say that. Even though I don't remember the things that happened when I was 2 years old. I don't remember it. But I'm actually quite sure of it. Because I know that the dragon is always there. Your dragon will always be there with you, my brothers and sisters. And that is, yeah, of course the dragon comes to you. You don't come to the dragon comes to you. The dragon is always scratching on your throat, always wanting to be there with you. And especially when your life is at stake, your dragon will be there to touch your hand, to touch your soul, to touch the fire inside of you, even though the fire was not yet awakened. They know where your fire lies. That is the reason why your dragon can know where you are. The dragon knows where you are because of that fire, because of Fafnir's fire that is actually with you. The fire of Fafnir is always with you, and that is the reason why they can know where you are. You have such a high energy that they know where you are. They were there when you were born. And whenever your life is at stake, they will do everything to protect you, to be your guardian. And that is what the dragons are. The dragon is your guardian. The dragon is your angel. In fact, I'm actually quite emotional whenever I read this. The dragon's path is not a plaything. That is the dragon in itself is not a plaything. Of course, it's not a religion. It's not anything like it's life. They are life. The dragon is life. The dragon is not a pet, not a dog, not a cat, not a horse. The dragon is who we are. The dragon is what we are. The dragon is everything that we are. It makes me emotional because I know for sure that for that day the dragon touched my soul, my fire, you can say. And that is the reason why I could see my dragon at that moment when I tried to grab it. My dad was the only one allowed in that room because he meant a lot for me in my life. He took care that I had a job. He took care that I had a life. He took care that I could survive whenever I had my awakening. And while my mom was actually the one that I had to send to Leviathan because she left me. And that is what I think is my draconic self, my higher self knew all about this. That is why I only wanted to be my dad, to be there. The only one that meant something in my life. And that is what something that your soul somewhere knows. They know the future. They know what is going on. They know what will go on. What is going on. But you have to do it in the package, you know. Your story needs to be told, but not everything knows the story. So your story needs to go on. And that is the reason why your dragon will always be there and to always be your protector, your guardian. Yeah, it makes me emotional, to be very honest. To analyze this in my book of Dragon Shadows, that your dragon will not just let you go alone. When your time is come, your dragon will be there to guide you the way. But until that day, your dragon will be there to create your path.